Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deportivo La Coruna. The project is under full. It's in full swing. Let's put it that way. Words are failing me today. You can see from the table that Real Sociedad are now top of the league. Atletico Madrid slipping to second. Athletic Club right behind them, and in fourth place, Deportivo La Coruna. After a run of three wins, let's have a look at the schedule just to show you what happened in those games. We start with a game against Racing Santander. It was 2-0 to Deportivo thanks to a couple of lovely poachers' efforts from Berg. The first one whipped in from the left-hand side by Rene, the left-back. Low, hard cross. Berg picking it up and finishing first time on his left foot. The second coming in from the right-hand side from Victor Malejo. Again, another whipped low cross. It didn't touch the ground. Berg managed to volley it on his right foot from the right hand side. It was a lovely finish. I wish I'd fought to save it, but I didn't, so you just have to take my word for it. Then, next up, against Levante, we won 2-1. We went 1-0 ahead thanks to Momo. Levante equalised, and then Momo with a lovely team goal to double the tally for the day and to give us our lead back. The first goal worth mentioning because it was a long ball played deep from the defensive midfield position by Shibazaki off of a corner that we had conceded. He played it long. It was a long raking ball out to the left hand side. Momo picked it up after it bounced once in front of him, cut inside, and managed to use the outside of his left foot to put it past the goalkeeper, across the face of goal, into the bottom right hand corner. It was a lovely, lovely goal. And then against Ibar, again, another 2-1 victory. This time, Victor Malejo getting both goals. So our front three have got themselves a brace in each of the last three games. Malejo in this instance was played through by Berg for the first goal. A lovely run through the centre backs to pick the ball up at pace and slot into the bottom left hand corner. Ibar then equalised thanks to some dodgy defending by myself, I have to admit. And then the winner came courtesy of a free kick just outside of the D central area, and Malejo just curled it around the wall into the top left hand corner. It was a beautiful free kick effort. So there we go. That is you guys all caught up. We are up to date now. We're trying to race through the league season as quick as we can with the time constraints that I mentioned in previous episodes regarding the release of PES 2021. And you can see that we are now fourth in the league with today's match a real test for us against Atletico Madrid. So let's go straight to that match now. We'll see who is going to be playing for us. Well, we have a full team to choose from, and we're going to need them because, good Lord Almighty, some of these players are very, very good. Jefferson Farfan playing for Atletico Madrid up front with João Felix just behind. Jorginho in the midfield consisting of Bergara, Pala and João Felix. And then at the back we have Renan on the left hand side, Nyom on the right hand side, and Sarr, a very good French centre back, partnering Rodriguez, I think that is, as the left-sided centre back. Easy for me to say, eh? Looks like Iker Casillas is in goal for Atletico Madrid. So, yeah, it's a walk in the park, isn't it? It will be nice and easy, I reckon. Yeah, right, okay, whatever. Let's get into the game. I don't think there's going to be any need to change kits. No, indeed there is not, because red and white stripes do not clash with blue and white hoops. Right, fingers crossed. Now, we thought Monday we were going to get our asses handed to us, but we walked away with a surprising and worth the money 3-2 win. I have to say, we were worth the win at the end of the game. We got a bit lucky with the first goal being that own goal that was put into the back of the net on 5 minutes by the defender. But I think that overall we were worth those 3 points. So now as the teams emerge onto the pitch, we kick off. And they are as direct as I expected them to be. Any team managed by Diego Simeone is going to be one of two things. They're going to be direct and they're going to be very good defensively. So we're going to have a hard time playing against these guys, I think. Oh, there's a loose ball there which finds Berg eventually. Nice one out to Momo, who's running through the centre. He's just going to be beaten for pace by Lodi. It's a shame. It was a chance at an opening. Lodi down the left-hand side here. He's going to look to try and fashion an opportunity for a cross. Gets the ball back. Peru manages to get something on it. Not sure how much he knew about it, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Galoppo plays it out to Malejo. Inside to Berg. Back out to Malejo. Cross into the middle. Oh, very nearly a repeat of the opening of the Barcelona match. It goes out for a corner. Berg. Can't get anything on it. No real power behind the header. And it's eventually cleared for a Deportivo throw-in, which is restarted almost immediately. Bonaventura here. Back to Javi Montero, who spreads it out to Rene. Sees the run from Momo. I think he might have been offside. No, he wasn't. Should have just played to the whistle. Oh, Shibazaki very nearly getting in front of his man, stealing the ball there. Mr. Steal Your Wife, Steal Your Ball. Oh, that's lovely. Berg couldn't quite get to it, unfortunately. But it was a lovely idea. This game could very well be a collection of nearlies and maybes. As Bonaventura gets back to do his defensive duty. And that cross goes all the way through, doesn't find anybody. And amazingly, Bonaventura gets just enough on it to put it out for a corner kick. Should have just left it. Here it comes in, Javi Montero at the near post. He's not going to be beaten from there, not with a ball of that quality. Oh, Bonaventura can't hold on to the ball even though he tackles his man. Lodi out to Palacios. Oh my word. He won't be happy that he's missed that. I think that was João Felix. With a very presentable opportunity. Really should have done much better. But again, it's one of those cheap goals. It's, you know, the ball played into the man with his back to goal and then just turning and shooting. I don't like conceding those because it feels like they've not really earned the goal, even if the build-up is quite good. Shibazaki with a, let's face it, a bad pass. Straight into the feet of the opposition. RB has given away a free kick here. Could be a dangerous one. Atletico Madrid are known as set-piece specialists. Such is their organisation. They get that from their coach, of course. RB is just going to duck in here, and it's, well, that's very disappointing. To put the ball straight into the hands of the goalkeeper like that. And immediately Malejo's up the other end with the ball. Could he have a chance here? Oh, that's cynical. He's taken out by the player. Oh, easy chance for Berg. It's a goal. I don't mind scoring cheap goals. Not when you earn them like that. Malejo really lucky to have been allowed to play on. I feel like if the ball hadn't have stayed advantageous to us, we would have had that ball back for a free kick. But the tenacity of the Spanish forward getting back up not letting himself be defeated by gravity or his opponent. I mean, that's a cynical challenge from behind, but he gets his head up, he plays the ball into Berg. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of control by Berg. The pass wasn't the best in the world, if we're honest, outside of the boot and all, but the first touch from Berg just to take it away from the defender, and then the second touch to put it past the goalkeeper. He's cool, calm and collected. He is the Iceman. It's Berg. Fans are starting to call him Iceberg. That's how cool he is. Oh, Berg, he's really trying. He can sniff goals. Goalkeeper to come out for that one, and he needed to. Timed it just right. Here's Shibazaki. Out to Arbia. Crossed in for Berg on his head. Here's Peru into Bonaventura. Back to Peru. Finds Shibazaki. Inside to Berg. Picked up by Sarr, who's not going to let him past. And eventually the clearance is found. Bonaventura can't get to it. And eventually Jorginho is found in possession of the ball. Plays it to Nyom. And that's half time. It's a deserved 1-0 lead for Deportivo La Coruna. An excellent game thus far. We'll hope for more in the second half when these teams return after the 15-minute half-time break. Of course, you don't have to wait 15 minutes. We can start right now. So Berg to restart the game. Depor now shooting from left to right in this second half. Oh, Shibazaki. He just can't help himself. Fortunately for Depor, he manages to retrieve possession. Berg, Momo can't keep the ball at his feet. Rush of blood to the head there from Montero, I think. Puts it out for a throw-in when he really didn't have to. And a foul is given against Galoppo, despite the fact that we've had much worse challenges thrown our way and nothing has been given at all. And I'm not talking about the advantage that ended up giving us the goal. I'm talking about other challenges in this game and in games previous. We've been victims of some horrendous challenging, and the referee is not blown up for any of them. Certainly something that I hope improves. If not with PES 2021, then certainly the next gen version on PlayStation 5 and Xbox and PC, of course. Good bulk defending. Peru escapes with the ball. He's still running with the ball. Plays it into Berg. Holds off well. Through ball to Momo. And it's just too heavy for him. Really poor. Had to do so much better. And he didn't. He's done well to beat his man there. But again, the defending in bulk has worked for Depor to a point. João Felix is tenacious. He just won't give up. Here's Rene on the left-hand side, plays it into Momo. Takes a heavy touch, gives it back to Rene, who's in an advanced position, cross into the middle. Berg was looking for it, but it was intercepted before he could make anything of it. That's a lovely back heel by Galoppo to Shibazaki. Oh! If only Berg had been more alive to where that ball was going to end up. If he'd continued his run, I think he could have had a shooting opportunity there. I think Maleo would have had a shooting opportunity if he'd stayed alive to that one. It's always the case with these players. They just don't seem to stay alert long enough to make the best of a breaking ball. That's great reading of the play by Peru. Oh dear, what a heavy touch that is. Oh my goodness me. When the AI decides that it's had enough of you in possession, you really can tell. I'm just glad that we didn't concede off the back of that, because that would have been really infuriating. Oh my goodness me. Some of the passing now has become distractingly bad. Just going to change things up, keep it fresh, give Le Goff another opportunity to develop himself a little bit with some match play. That's good from Galoppo. Arbia on the right hand side now, plays the ball through, hoping to find Shibazaki, unable to do so. Oh, there's a lovely through ball to Morales. His first touch lets him down though. Oh, he scored! Oh my goodness me, what a mix-up in the Atletico defence. Very uncharacteristic. And Morales, right place, right time as far as he's concerned. Just bundles it into the back of the net. It was a poor first touch, which turned into a brilliant first touch in a way. You wouldn't expect that of Iker Casillas. See the through ball there from John Joe Shelby was absolutely superb. If it wasn't for the poor touch from Morales, he could have fashioned a chance for himself rather than profiting on the scraps that were given to him by, I'm afraid to say, some very, very strange defending from Sarr. He's a better player than that, Sarr. We all know it. And there we go. Only the second weirdest goal that we've ever scored, thanks to a defender and goalkeeper getting mixed up. The first, of course, being in our first or second season with against Manchester City with Newcastle. Definitely worth checking that one out if you guys haven't already. It's pretty early on in the series, during the Newcastle save. Within the first dozen episodes, I'm pretty sure. Now Atletico are just moving the ball around, hoping to find an opportunity to score. It's more out of hope than expectation. Farfan does win a free kick though. quite a way out, but he can take them from here. Oh my word! Well, that was very unfortunate not to go in. A real class free kick that was. Just stolen off the foot of Morales. He was just about to hit a lovely raking ball across to the other side of the pitch. Here's Galoppo. Finds Berg. Plenty of space. Goalkeeper coming out. Tries to lob him and he doesn't put anywhere near enough on it. And that's all she wrote. It's a 2-0 victory for Deportivo. This form is absolutely remarkable. You can see what it means to the players as Shibazaki celebrates in the middle of the pitch. He's quite animated in doing so as well. Well, what a game. Berg with the man of the match performance, unsurprisingly. I can only imagine what that's done to the league table. Real Madrid have won their game, Barcelona winning theirs. Sociedad also victors today, along with Levante. Eibar have beaten Leganes. Let's see how the table is affected. So we can see Real Sociedad still top of the league table, with Deportivo now in second place. The real story of the season so far, though, is the fact that Atletico Madrid have slipped to third, while FC Barcelona and Real Madrid are 6th and 7th respectively. It is still very early in the season, only 14 games gone, but it's going to be Christmas sooner rather than later, and that's when you really see the league table settling down into its final ballpark order. They're going to have to get their act together if they want to get into the top 4 and challenge for the league soon. I can't see Sociedad managing to stay the distance, but then I can't see us staying the distance either. I hope I'm wrong. So that's going to do us for another episode of the project. Before we go, just as usual, just to show you guys that we are still on Superstar, and we have some negotiations underway here. Let's have a quick look at what's going on here. An offer for Berg. We do need, actually I think we have enough money now that we can renew his contract. He's satisfied with the club. £21,000 a year a week doesn't seem too bad for him. And most importantly, look at that release fee that it will give us. Can't offer him more than 3 years, so we'll just have to go with the 3 years. Okay, I'm very happy with that deal. Let's see if he'll take it, because Sagan Tosu offering 19 million for a player of his quality is frankly laughable and quite the insult, but you understand why when the release fee is only 21 million. Just going to have a look at years left on contract and go to descending, and we can see that Rui Silva, Yarmolenko and Berg are the 3 big names that, well, there's 2 big names there, are the names that we need to get signed up to contracts. Berg hopefully will sign soon. I'm umming and ahhing about Yarmolenko overall, because I feel like he's not necessarily playing as well as I would like him to. Maybe I'm just not utilising him correctly, and he is a fantastically rounded player, playing anywhere across the front or middle 3. So we will probably try to get him signed up to a new contract, but I don't know if he's going to be a long-term project player or whether he's going to be one that is sold for funds and to free up some wages. He's currently on £7,500 a week. But that's not a problem for now. That is a problem for future Dave, and future Dave can enjoy that when it comes to it. So again, as I was saying, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all soon. Just make sure to wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep each other safe as well as yourselves. Bye bye.